For having me, and good evening, everyone. So, yes, again, thank you for the amazing donation that you have made to students in need through a Halton Learning Foundation. So, how did we spend the money? So, basically, with this amount, we have been able to help and touch the lives of 54 students and families who are in need. It goes through our Eliminating Barriers Fund, which is our emergency assistance that we provide, in which we provide assistance to families in the form of gift cards. So $250 for every request we receive. So families have the flexibility to buy food, clothing, school supplies. So depending on the need of the family, they can decide what they can do with the money. So with that, it gives them some flexibility to make a choice, because some of the requests we receive might not be specific school supplies. It might be one of the parents told us, I need vitamins for my kids, and I don't have enough money to buy the vitamins for my kids. So with this grocery gift card, it would help them buy what they actually need. And so let me tell you of one of the stories I read. We receive stories almost every day through the school system. And one of the stories spoke about Madison. Let's call her Madison. Of course, names are changed. So Madison lost her mother 3 years ago. The father hasn't been able to cope with the loss of his wife, and he's been struggling to go back to work. So the family is really struggling. There's food insecurity at home. They depended on the school nutrition programs almost on daily basis. Of course, with all the problems and the heartbroken family, financial issues, the school reached out to us, and we directly provided the assistance to the family. We try to help lift the burden from for the families in the ways that we can help. So assistance from 100 Women Who Cares Burlington would go to a student like Madison, who's been struggling. Her family is struggling. Other stories we hear, like we received gratitude from one of the parents who received assistance. So this mother, she's a single mother. She finally got out of an abusive relationship. She has 4 children, and she's trying to put her life back on track. And she's been struggling. Her kids are struggling as well. They can't focus on schoolwork. So she's also financially challenged. Having 4 children, she cannot make ends meet. So with the assistance as well, we were able to provide the assistance and say yes to this family, to make sure that a small burden is lifted off her shoulder, and she could basically focus on her children and their schoolwork and how she can work and put her life back on track. So she was so happy to receive this assistance. She shared with us that it helped her breathe again. So when we hear these stories from our community, and it makes us want to do more and more every day and do more fundraising and reach out to the community to make sure we raise more awareness, we raise more funds, to make sure we respond to every request we receive from every student in need, every family in need, to make sure we always support them with what they need. So just to give you some numbers, so far this year, we have assisted around 1,800 students within Halton. In Burlington, there's around 540 students who receive the assistance. And most of this assistance goes to food, clothing, school supplies, like more than 90% of the assistants from the schools would be requesting support in these things. Other assistants would go to extracurricular activities, could be registration to sports teams fees, where we help students with their college applications fees as well. So the assistance would go through our Eliminating Barriers Fund to different things. Sometimes students might need new classes. The parents can't afford them. So this would go as well to other needs like this. Yeah, okay, before I finish, we do have our HLF month coming up. So it's a month full of fundraising activities. Schools participate, parents, staff, students, the community. So everyone's doing fundraising to support students in need, to make sure that we always have enough funds to say yes to every request. So if like you can help us spread the word around. If you have students in the HDSP system, please ask them to do their own fundraising if they wish. It teaches our kids to be kind, to make sure that they belong to the community, they are caring adults. This is all like we need to make our students, like we need to be role models for our kids by pushing them and asking them to be part of our community. And the other thing, if you have talented students, we do have a Students in the Spotlight. It's going through, we have auditions open. So if you know students, if you have kids who are talented, they play music, they dance, they would love to shine on stage, they're creative arts. So ask them to check out their emails as well. Emails have been sent out. We're so excited. Last year we had an amazing event, lots of talents. And yeah, I encourage you to check out the emails and ask your talented students to participate. Again, thanks a lot for the donation. Thanks a lot for touching 54 lives in Burlington. Thank you.